today's topic is going to be centered around what you should do and how you should respond when somebody refuses to take a look at your product, service, or opportunity. Now, in the network marketing or home-based business industry, you're going to come across some people that are going to refuse to take a look. Not only will people reject what you're doing, they'll say no to your product or service or opportunity, there's a group of people that you invite to take a look who will refuse to even look at it. Okay? It's a very small select group of people, but occasionally you'll run into this. So if anybody has ever refused to take a look at your product, service, or opportunity, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. That's generally how I like to interact with you guys, especially while I'm driving. I don't want to make sure that I'm not focused on the live stream, but I'm focused on the road. So put a 1 in the chat if you've ever had somebody completely reject your invitation to take a look at their product, service, or opportunity. You know, it kind of catches me off guard sometimes, especially when I'm working with my warm market. These are my family and friends and people that I live life with, and I'm asking them a simple favor, a favor that it will take about 15 minutes where all they have to do is sit down and watch a video, and sometimes I'll get no, or I don't really have time for that, or no, I wouldn't be interested in even taking a look. Okay, well, awesome. So we're going to talk about how you should respond to those types of people. And before I get into your response and how that should go, I want to kind of preface all of this by saying that you don't want to ruin any of your relationships as you work your network marketing business. This is relationship marketing for a reason, and you don't want to kill all of the relationships as you work your business. But that being said, you do need to have a little bit of posture as you go about your prospecting and recruiting. So if somebody tells you that they're not even willing to take a look at your product, service, or opportunity, shrug it off. Act like it's not that big of a deal. Okay, thanks. And move on. Don't bring any attention to it. Don't cause any issues with it. Don't get mad about it. The key is you want to have no emotional attachment to the outcome of your conversations. And if you're getting mad about this kind of stuff, and you're getting mad about how people respond to you, and you're lashing back out, it's going to cause people to think negatively about this industry. So you want to make sure and not react. I just say, okay, no problem, thanks, and I move on. But I keep a little mental note in the back of my mind, and I keep that note about who won't even take a look at the business that I've started. Who is that? Maybe that's my cousin, which actually my cousin hasn't even looked at what I've done, even though I've asked. Whether that's, my neighbor or somebody in my church, whoever that is, I keep a little note. Because inevitably, especially if it's in your warm market, they're going to come back to you months down the road, years down the road, and they're eventually going to need something from you. And so let's say they ask you to help them move, or they ask you to help babysit their kids when they go on a date night, or they ask you for some money, God forbid. Now, it's at that time, when they ask me to do something, I normally have no problem doing a lot of things for a lot of people with no issue. But I'll usually say something like, I'm having a hard time understanding this dynamic because about 3 months ago, I asked you to take a look at a new business that I've started, and you wouldn't even take 15 minutes to sit down and support me by taking a look at what I was doing. I didn't ask you to join me. I didn't ask you to buy anything. I didn't ask you to enroll in a service. I simply asked if you would support me by taking a look at what I was doing and giving me your opinion about it. So I have a hard time understanding why you won't give me 15 minutes of your time, but you're asking me to help you move in, or you're asking me for some money, or you're asking me for that. I'm sorry. I just don't have the money to give you right now, or I just don't have the time to help you move right now, or I just don't see that for myself. I don't feel like reciprocating and like helping you out because you didn't have a chance to help me out and even take a look at what I was doing. It's all about how you posture yourself. But like I said, make sure you keep in mind, you're not ruining the relationship. You're just bringing light to the fact that you were offended. I don't know if offended is the right word, but that it didn't sit too well with you when somebody that you know and you thought you cared about and they cared about you wouldn't give you the time of day to even look at what you were doing. And when you posture yourself in a position like that, they'll kind of respond with a couple of different things. They may think, wow, I'm sorry, I really didn't have time at the moment, I'm free right now. Or they'll be completely offended and totally cut you off. It really doesn't matter how they respond. All you can do is control you. So the next time somebody refuses to take a look at your product, service, or opportunity, just make a mental note and come back to that note when they need something from you. Don't cut off the relationship. Don't ruin what people think about this industry. Simply make a mental note, and in the future, you may have to come back to that. And maybe it'll allow them to change their mind or change their way of thinking and eventually take a look at what you're doing because maybe they saw how short-sighted they were or kind of how selfish they were. But you have to position yourself with posture. I hope you guys got value out of some of the training today. I appreciate you for being on here. If you wouldn't mind, share it out with somebody that you know by either sharing it out on Facebook or Twitter or dropping a comment and tagging them in the comments section so that they can get some value as well. As always, I want to have a gift for you at the end of the training. My buddy, Coach David Lee, did an excellent training course when it comes to figuring out your target market or your niche and attracting an audience to you and being able to find your dream customers online. So if you build a business, whether it's a small business, network marketing business, direct sales business, internet marketing business, any type of business, you need to learn how to transition your business online because it's a whole new avenue of revenue stream inside of the internet. And so if you'd like to learn how to build your online presence and to land your dream customers, take my friend and mentor, Coach David Lee's course. Go to tylerredmond.com/dream customers. There's like an 84% off special going on right now. Again, that's tylerredmond.com/dream customers. I appreciate you guys for being here. As always, I hope you got value out of the training, and I hope you go get value out of David's training course.